Hello everyone, let's talk about data frame in this video. So first of all, I would like to import the library called pandas, and then I'm trying to use a variable called data. I wanted to construct a data frame by using a dictionary here. You can see here name, score, sport and sex here, right? These are all columns here now in our data frame. And you can see here Bill, Tom, and you can see some numerical data type. These are the values and categories with respect to those columns. Let's see what we'll get here. So let me use a variable called df and say that pd dot data frame. I just wanted to construct a data frame, so I'm just using a data frame object here. Now I wanted to use data in this enclosed brackets. Let's see what we will get if we execute df here. Now, as we have said that we have got the data frame here, right? Which is having a name, score, sports, and sex as a columns, and the remaining we can see it in the list. Now, let's say that let's say that we wanted to include the columns here. Okay, we wanted to include the columns here in a zigzag way. Probably I just wanted to use here df is equal to same thing I wanted to use. Let me just copy this and paste here. Okay, now here what I wanted to do here is I wanted to use, see, if you shift tab you will have a list of what you can take here is by default these are by default here it just written none here. So I wanted to take here, I'm interested in columns actually here, so I'm taking columns here, pasting it out. Now I wanted to place the list here. Okay, now what I wanted to do here is I'm okay with the name first. I wanted to put the name as a first column. Now I wanted to shift sport to the next column. Okay, I can simply enter here sport, right? Now I wanted to use sex in the third column. Okay, and and finally I wanted to use score in the last column. Okay, score. Now you can see my data set df will be according to the columns what I have mentioned here: name, sport, sex and score, right? Like we have seen earlier, we can use the head method here, df dot head. So we have got the first 5 indexes, right? Similarly we can also look at the data which is having at the bottom. Let's say that it is tail. So you can see from the bottom you can see the last 5 items by using a tail method here. Now let's see some more methods here. uh, let me just I just wanted to see only 3 items in the bottom, right? So in that case I can just use in the enclosed bracket, I can just say that I can just say, so I only got to see 3 indexes from the last. Okay, similarly I can also use another method df dot head and enclosed with some, let me just say that I just wanted to see only 2 indexes, so I just got 2. Okay, likewise we can exercise with different numbers to get familiarized with these methods. Now here I wanted to construct something, I just wanted to use here something called an age column here. Okay, now here what I wanted to do here is I wanted to copy this entire thing. I don't wanted to do it separately again. So here I wanted to use here age. Okay, let's see we'll get age or not. Let's execute df. Now you can see, because we haven't assigned anything to the age, that's why we are getting nan, right? So nan means there is no value here actually, so that's why it generally says that not a null actually. Okay, suppose if I wanted to include gender here, suppose in the, so because I haven't initiated anything in the gender column, so I must get NN, right? Not a null. So this is one thing I would like to talk about. And the next thing, suppose if we wanted to change, if, if we wanted to change the indexes with 0, 1, 2, 3, we can also do it just simply by, let me just use the same data frame here. And this time I just wanted to use here, I'll just separate it by comma, index is equal to, I'll just give the list of items. We have 6, right? I can just say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's see what we'll get here. Oh, I just got an error here. Let me just go. Okay, there is mismatching here, something. Okay, so first thing I just wanted to do, I just wanted to enter another one here, because you can see our indexes what we are giving here and the indexes what here we have is are not matching. So I just wanted to give another one called 7. So this time I should get the correct output. Okay, now it is corrected. Now when I execute this df, you can see all my indexes here 0 to 6 have replaced with 1, 2, 3, and so on. Right. Now suppose if we wanted to retrieve the data uh, from the columns port, then I can simply use df of df of, wanted to put it um, in this way, sport, right? Now I can directly get output like this, or else you can simply use df dot sport. You can retrieve the entire column, right? This way also you can do it. Now suppose if you want uh, two name and sport also, like you just wanted to retrieve these two columns. In that case, if you just use sport and sport and let's say name first, right? Name and sport. Let's see whether we'll get an output here or not. I'm sure we are not going to get any output here. Let's see why we won't get output here. See, we are getting error here. Let's study about the error. Okay, here what actually happening here? You can only retrieve a single column by giving a single dimensional. So I told you, right, like when you're enclosing with one square bracket, that will indicate sing one dimensional. But here we have a data frame, we need to retrieve a data frame will is two dimensional. So here you need to enclose two brackets, then only we can retrieve the columns. You can see here, right? Now we could able to retrieve the columns name and sport. Now here also you can just retrieve by using uh, by using an index here, just df of df. I can retrieve the index 1 by using a method called lock. By using a method called lock, I can retrieve the index by using method lock. So you would able to see you would able to see the data frame with index 1. Now if I wanted to retrieve 1 and 2 also, in that case I can just enter here df.lock method and log method and uh, say simply, I just wanted to enclose another bracket here, 1 that separates with 2, right? Now in this case I'll get two rows here. So that's how we can retrieve this. Now suppose if I wanted to retrieve the data from let's say I just wanted to assign some values to the age. Okay, let's say I wanted to assign some values to the age. I can simply type here df of age is equal to 18, right? Now when I enter df here, now you can see I got the values in the column age 18, because I have just assigned a value called 18 in the df column. Now let's do one thing here. I wanted to take this entire data frame. Let me just copy and paste here. Okay, this time I wanted to give this time what I wanted to do here is I wanted to assign another some values to the age. Okay, now this time what I wanted to do, I wanted to do give some, I'll write here only, be easy for me. Values is equal to, I just wanted to give some ages here. So ages 18, 19, how many we have? 1 2 3 4 7 we have. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23, 23, 23, 24. Okay, so now what I wanted to do here is I wanted to retrieve the data. I just wanted to assign the age column with these values. So you can just say simply like this, or you can directly put the list here and write all those numbers. I can also do in either way. So let me do it like this here. Now when I execute this df, you can see it has included in my data frame. Now similarly, like we have did it in a series, we can filter it out. You can just say that uh, you can just say I wanted to put the new column here, pass, okay, equal to df dot, df is a data frame variable, and which is having score more than or equal to 70. So here I wanted to know the result by I wanted to know the result in a boolean. Right now you can see my data frame here, df, which is showing here, true, 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 false, because uh, this column actually takes boolean, right? Because we are just saying that it is greater than or equal to, so that is why we are getting a boolean value. Now what I wanted to do here is, if in case if I wanted to delete any column here, let's say I wanted to delete the last column, which is pass. Okay, then I can just use del, okay, and say pass. Now if I execute df, pass is gone, right? So this is how actually we can do it in this. Of course there are you can do it in different number of ways. Well, this is it in this video. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.